Dear brothers and sisters, today we are celebrating the solemnity of the Epiphany of the Lord. Life is a wide ride and we are all trying at times to figure out to the point. Some say it is about finding purpose, others say it is about chasing happiness. But maybe it is not all about the destination, but also about the journey, because we are constantly growing, constantly learning, and constantly evolving. Maybe the meaning of life is found to find what makes you feel most alive, what makes you most connected to the world around you. That is why on this feast day of the Epiphany, the readings reveal to us that Christ is the true light who comes to guide every nation, to guide every heart. The first reading, taken from the prophet Isaiah, was written at a time when the people of Israel were coming back from the Babylonian exile. Jerusalem was devastated, it was ruined, it was destroyed. The Israelites were lost, they felt unwanted, they felt forgotten. And it is at this particular moment that the voice came forth. The prophet prophesied, "Arise and shine, for the Lord has risen upon you, for the light of the God has come upon you." It is a message meant to awaken the hope in the tired people. The Feast of the Epiphany celebrates the revelation of Jesus as the light of the world, not only the light of Israel, but the light of the whole nation. It is an invitation for you and I to get up from our fears, our worries, our discouragement. At times, life does not give us an opportunity to rejoice, to hope. Everything feels dark. We feel lost. But this feast reminds us that God's light is already present, and this light is meant to be shared. Dear brothers and sisters, we are called to share the light of Christ. So when we live in faith, when we live in kindness and justice, we reflect that light and others are drawn not to ourselves but to God. Therefore, we constantly need to ask ourselves if our life is lived in a way that people are being drawn to God. And this can only be possible if we are able to find Jesus ourselves, because there is no way by which you can offer something that you do not have. And this is sometimes very difficult because we trust and we rely on our certainties. We trust and we rely on our powers. We trust and we rely on our capability and forget about God's guidance. That is why the journey of the Magi in today's gospel reminds us that finding Jesus often requires the courage to search, the humility to act, and above all, the readiness to change our path. The Gospels tells us about the Magi who did not have all the answers, but they were attentive to sign and willing to move. My dear brothers and sisters, if we are seeking to welcome Jesus in our life, we should be ready to change our way of life, because the presence of Jesus in our life is a transformative presence. Therefore, you can't receive Jesus, who is the light of the world, in your life and still remain the same. Most of the times we search for Jesus, but yet we are too comfortable, we are too settled to be able to begin a new journey with Him. The attitude of Herod in the gospel reminds us that there are moments when we seek God sincerely, and moments when we resist Him because He challenges our comfort, He challenges our powers. This is an invitation for us to discern like the Magi and to follow the instructions of God if we want to be saved. Celebrating the feast of the Epiphany, dear brothers and sisters, it is an invitation for you and I to reconsider our priorities. In the gospel, the Magi brought gifts of gold, myrrh, and frankincense to the baby Jesus. Gold reminds us of Jesus' King, and this challenges us to ask ourselves, who has authority in our lives? Are they our fears, our uncertainties, our worries, or is Jesus who has authority in our life? The gift of frankincense point to Jesus as God. And this challenges us to reflect, do I give all my time to God? Do I give all my trust to God? Do I give all my person to God? Or do I offer to God what is convenient to me? The gift of myrrh talk about the suffering and the sacrifice. It asks us honestly, am I willing to offer my struggles? Am I willing to offer my pains? Am I willing to offer my sacrifices to God? Like the Magi, we too are called to offer gifts to the baby Jesus. But mind us, he is not interested about perfect gifts. He is not interested about extraordinary gifts. But he wants us to come to him as we are. He is ready to welcome us with all our imperfections. He is ready to welcome us the way we are, in as much as we are ready to journey with him. So like the Magi, may we continue to search, to discern wisely, and return home changed by the encounter with Christ. Happy Feast of the Epiphany to us all.
Oh, come, let us